Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. What's up? Strawberry Taffy, Rose Armstead, my ma, Linda Gamble. Thanks for being in the building. Thanks for being in the building. Just tipping. Hey, what's up? What's up? And what's up, y'all? Let's get into our show. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being patient. I had to get my baby off to his little camp situation, child, so he can go have some fun and not be bored all damn day while they're out of school this week. Good morning, Miss Sugar Mama. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Deborah Banks. Good morning, Erica Rogers. Good morning, Cupcake. Good morning, Mashonda. Good morning, S&G. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Yvette Bell. Good morning, Lori Bell. Good morning, Lori Eden. It's a lot of Loris in here. Good morning, Simple Mom. Good morning, Siobhan Foster. Good morning, Coletta Passmore. Good morning, One Cat Store. I'm sorry. Reen Bass, good morning. Classy Type Blade, good morning. Impetitious, good morning. AAM, was that grade 09? Good morning. Chronicles of Kim K, that's a content creator. Good morning. I said that one already. Inga Bruce, good morning. Ronnie, good morning. Deborah Johnson, good morning. Eddie G, good morning. Bertha Harris, good morning. Siobhan Foster, good morning. Good morning. Sax Brazil, good morning. Maria Clark, good morning. Good morning. KBR, another mod. Good morning. Good morning, Avis Ward. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Let's get into our show because we have one. We got some great topics. We got some asses to drag. Ooh, I hope y'all ready for this. Martell, your ass is on the chopping block today, sir. Okay. Yes, I wanted to hop back online last night because I saw this mess between these court documents with Martell in violation again. I do have the court documents. We're going to look at those as well. Yeah, Martell, it's your day. Today is your day. Today is your day. Today is your day, Martell, in my Shirley Caesar voice. Woo! I hope you ain't got no drawers on, sir, because I need to get right to them ass cheeks, okay? Yes, God, we do, because you've been acting up. Caramel woke this morning, so I got to get on your ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, am I sorry? No, the fuck I'm not. I'm getting on your ass today. But anyway, just do I need to put on my trigger? Let me put my trigger warning up when I get ready to talk about his ass. Woo, child. Y'all gonna hear the belt slapping this morning. He going to jail. You're going to jail. Let me sing me a song. You're going to jail. You're going to. Y'all weren't ready for that remix right there, was y'all see how we scratched that in there? But yeah, let's get into our show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's get into it, child, because it's a lot to talk about, Lord. All right. Let's get into Gucci Mane's sorry ass this morning. Sorry ass this morning. All right, so now attorney for a mom for Gucci Mane's son says that the boy is severely autistic, adding urgency to the need for additional child support. All right, so let's get into our topics. Let's share so you guys can see. Gucci Mane over there. Sounding like he rapping off a paper. Y'all know he sound like he reading it off the paper when he rap. Y'all already know that. Now, I like you, Gucci Mane, but you ain't paying your child support like you supposed to, and you won't take care of your autistic son for a long, long time until that baby mama went to the court on your ass. But you went out here and had $1 million wedding, but you couldn't take care of your child. And we're going to talk about it, okay? Yes, we are. You went out there and got some new TUES, and you went out here and got you a wife, and you taking care of your new wife kids and your autistic son over there, okay? Eating messed up bologna with no damn cheese and some damn crusty crackers up over there, while you over there eating filet to the mean to the young. Let's talk about this shit, y'all. All right, so the mother of rapper Gucci Mane's kid is hoping to get her child support increased for their 11-year-old son. But while blogs have run with the massive request, it says that Sheena Evans' attorney, says that there is a major piece of information missing from the reports. Now, a hearing on Evans' child battle with the rapper was held last week, and she asked the judge to have the Atlanta MC's payments boosted from $2,026 a month to $20,000, according to a January 18th report from The Blast. Shout out to them. Shout out to Atlanta Black Star. Now, during the hearing, Evans' attorney, Tanya Mitchell Graham, says that her client relies on food stamps, Medicaid, and is living in Section 8 housing. Why? When your baby dad is in a millionaire out here living in a mansion over there. Now, meanwhile, Evans' lawsuit filed in 2018 states that Gucci is raking in more money than before he was released from prison in 2016. Now, she claimed that her ex had dropped a significant amount of money on jewelry and spent more than $1 million on his wedding to wife Keisha Kayor. Now, Evans believes that serves as proof that Gucci is capable of paying her more to care for their son, Keithion. Okay. There I go. Y'all know that's his new song. There I go. I like that song too. This is got a nice beat. All right, so let's continue. However, Gucci rebutted the claims, that he lives extravagantly and denied that his wedding cost that much. He also said his income that has not changed since his prison stint nearly 3 years ago. Lies. It says that additionally, the rapper said that he is already financially backing his son's health insurance and medical expenses. As such, it says that Gucci doesn't feel an increase in payments is warranted and wants the case to be thrown out. Now, it says that, but according to Evans' attorney in a Wednesday interview, that there's a major piece of the puzzle that has not been reported. Now, Graham's call into V103's The Morning Culture on January 23rd and disclosed Keithion has a serious developmental disorder. Moving on. Now, the issue that most people are not aware of is that we are dealing with a minor child that has severe autism, she explains. She says that he has to have care 24 hours a day, and he has the type of autism where he is nonverbal. It goes on to say that he's also a runner. And so because of that and the lack of finances that Miss Evans has, she has to govern her whole life around the care of this child. Now, it goes on to say that Graham added that although her client can work, taking care of her son is her primary focus as he is unable to attend school on his own. The lawyer also disclosed that Evans' son doesn't have a set schedule like most children do. Now, if she has to do things like go to court, like she did last week, it says that she has to have a family member attend school with the child, the attorney explained. Now, it says that because the child that she gets now, because of the support that she gets now is not sufficient for her to get a caretaker and some other needs that he needs, like therapy, is not covered by insurance. She has to take on this awesome responsibility by herself with the help of family members and family friends. It says that as for why it took so long for Evans to come forward with her child support increase request, said that Graham said that Gucci Mane's ex doesn't have access to his personal cell phone and must get in touch with him through a personal assistant. It says that the assistant is the one who accepts or rejects a request for a special therapy session, for instance. It says that she tried for years to avoid going to court, and when she realized that there was simply no other way than to proceed in this fashion, that's what she did, according to her attorney. It says that she also had to find someone to assist her because she has no money. That's sad. It says that the attorney did not comment on the litigation, but says that the case is ongoing. And it says that as for whether or not Gucci is using his visitation to see his son, Graham says that, well, why don't you ask him that? Okay, so he ain't even seeing the child. Now, for those of you that know, Gucci and Keisha Kayor's wedding special was seen on national television on VH1. It was very much so extravagant. He had on like diamond shoes and all that. Okay. Like he had like rhinestones in his shoes. He had like diamonds in his ears. He had like rocks. Her ring was damn near $1 million. Their wedding cost a lot of money. Keisha Kayor's kids were in the wedding. Not all Gucci's kids. He is taking care of Keisha Kayor's kids who are over in Jamaica, but you got kids right here in the U.S. that your ass ain't taking care of. And I think that is very much so ghetto. I think that is unacceptable. You make more money than you did when you got out of prison 3 years ago or whenever the hell you got out of prison, Gucci. I don't want to hear that shit. You got new songs out. So that means you're raking in money. You're touring. That means you're making money. So why don't you want to pay this money for your autistic son? He didn't ask to be autistic. He didn't ask to have situations that he cannot control. You have to take care of your kids. That's just the bottom line. If you don't want the responsibility, put your peen up. Damn it. I'm tired of these sorry ass individuals having children, and not just the men are sorry ass parents. Women can be sorry parents as well, because we have a lot of men out there that's raising children. They have custody of the kids, and then it's flipped to where the mother has to pay child support. So if that's the type of situation, because you got to be a sorry ass mother to have your kids taken away from you. You have to prove that a mother is unfit before you can take their children away. So if it gets to the point where a father can take your kids, bitch, that means you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a mother. The child grew in you for 9 months. The least you can do is deny yourself and be a parent and raise that child and do what you need to do. It's called responsibility. It's called responsibility. If you don't want the responsibility, keep your fucking legs closed. Men, keep your penis up. Women, keep your legs closed. Then we just got to be raw this morning, because I'm tired of seeing this bullshit. I'm tired of that. Keisha K.R., stay your ass out of this. Ken Jr., that's not your child, and I get it, you his wife now, but bitch, you a mother, and you know how this shit works. If the child is autistic, the mother should not be living in the projects, and y'all are living in a mansion. The child should not get the medical attention that it needs when you got on diamond and crusted shoes, nigga. Woo! You do like Ric Flair. Whoa! I know I'm telling the truth. I know I'm telling the truth. Playing in the court face, talking about your wedding won $1 million. All they got to do is go to VH1, nigga. It's right there. You eat lobster and shrimp, and your child don't know where their next meal gonna be. Why is she on food stamps, nigga, when you can do what you supposed to do? Do your due diligence and take care of this child. I would go all the way back to when that baby was born on his ass. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let him keep that child for a whole month so he can see the responsibility that that mother has to go through. Let him do that. That mother has to be with him 24/7 because he's autistic. Severely is what it says here. So you run around with his ass all day. Deal with him and his outbursts. Y'all know how kids that are autistic are. Let Gucci deal with that shit. Order him for a whole month to take care of this fucking child and see how that worked for his ass. Not fucking child. To take care of this beautiful child. Because y'all know when I get mad, child. Let me clear that up. Because I don't know nobody in my comments telling me, carry me out fucking child. No, I didn't mean it that way. What I mean is, order him for a whole entire month to take care of this autistic child. And then he can see the responsibility that the mother is having to deal with. I think that's where the other parent kind of get it twisted, where they don't actually put themselves in the position to understand what the other parent has to deal with when it comes to children. Children can be a lot. Taking care of a child is a lot. As the years go on, prices of everything increase, from clothes, shoes, food, you name it, medical expenses. That shit costs money. And the fact that you can lay your head on your pillow at night and you don't give zero fucks about how your child is being taken care of while you living in a mansion and they scraping and scrapping and surviving. Ain't we lucky we got them? That's what they living on over there. And it damn sure ain't good times. Y'all know the song. Just looking out of the window. That. Child. All right. But that's what's going on with Gucci. I hope they lock his ass up. Let's just lock him up. Shit. Don't even give him a chance. Lock him up. I'm sick of these sorry ass parents. Moving on, child. All right, so Phaedra speaks on freaking Frank, honey, and says that Cynthia Bailey is the best friend of the show for Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys know Phaedra is coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta from Married to Medicine. Okay, let's get into her. I'm sick of Gucci. He already got me hollering. I wasn't even ready to holler yet, y'all. I promise you, I was not. I was trying to save my hollering for Martell, period. Let's get into it, though, okay? Let's get into it, though. Unmute and play. And unmute.
This is a new Cynthia.
Yeah.
Cynthia, thank you. Get me together. Yeah. This Cynthia is so fun. Yeah. So relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. She don't
got her other friends over there.
Nope.
She don't got her other friends. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia has always loved herself some Portia, okay?
Yeah.
She has always loved herself some Phaedra.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you have other people, you kind of feel like you gotta be with that alliance.
Alliances, yeah.
Right? But like when I tell y'all, Cynthia is literally, I want to call her the best friend of the show because we've had other friends, like we've had different people who've been friends of the show.
But she's the best.
But she's the best when we've had. She's like, she come around and she's asking questions we don't want to answer again.
Exactly.
But it's Cynthia, so we have to rehash it and like catch her up every time. And like, she's funny. She's talking about her dating. I can't say enough about what Cynthia's she added as a friend, for real.
So there you heard it, honey. Freaking Frack, they are co-signing that Cynthia Bailey, honey, is the great friend on the show, which is why they brought her back as friend of the show. I think she's really trying to worm her way back into being a main cast member. She does have a storyline now, I guess, because she is dating. So maybe Bravo will bump her up from friend of to main cast member again, because she is being vouched by the highest paid cast member now, which is Portia. On the show, and now that Phaedra is back, she is an OG on the show. They are co-signing for her indirectly right here. So maybe that is a indirect message to Bravo to say, hey, she is a great fit to bring back. So they're gonna probably be getting rid of somebody probably next season and be bumping Cynthia up. We'll see. I kind of like Cynthia. I just want her to cut back on the Botox. I don't know why she felt the need to do that, because her face is starting to look a little different, and she's always been beautiful. Cynthia's always been beautiful, flawless. At her age, she still can rock with the best of them. Y'all know she models. She's beautiful, still beautiful. But I want her to cut back on trying to fit into Hollywood standards of what a black woman should look like, because natural beauty, baby, they can't touch that. They gotta go fix that. They gotta get that by way of surgery. You walked in the door already on ready, baby. Cynthia, I'm gonna tell you again, if you're watching my channel, you walked in the door already on ready when it came to the face card, because it didn't decline, baby. When you walked in the door, you was on ready. So you ain't need to get no Botox and all that shit. You been hanging around them white girls over there in Hollywood. No, ma'am, you didn't have to do that. All right, so let's move on. Hold on. All right, so let's get into this next messy topic, child, where Heavenly, with her messy ass from Married to Medicine, is speaking on Phaedra and says that Phaedra, honey, used Married to Medicine. Well, so are you, ma'am. You are using Married to Medicine to boost your social media platforms. Nobody know the hell you were till you got on Married to Medicine. The only people that knew who you were, Heavenly, was the people down there at Golden Corral. That's the only people who knew who you were, Heavenly. Quiet as kept. Can I be messy just a little bit this morning? Heavenly, the only people that knew who you were prior to Married to Medicine was the people down there at Golden Corral at the buffet. That's the only people that knew who you were. That's the only people that knew who you were, girl, down there at the Golden Corral, down there where they put the fresh chicken out and the mashed potatoes and shit, all that. They knew who you were, because you was a regular smuggler girl over there, okay? Putting my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piece of chicken in your purse over there for later, girl. You ain't like Marie's sister. But anyway, girl, let's get into our show, girl, because we have one. Let's get into Heavenly's messy ass, talking about everybody else except why Dr. Damon ass don't sleep in the bed with her every night, and why everybody talking about Dr. Damon out here running with snow bunnies and cheating on her ass. She want to talk about everything else but that. But go off, girl.
Stars. And I asked her straight up, where are the ladies at? Why aren't they here supporting you? I'm going to ask you, where were you guys this season for Dance with the Stars?
First and foremost, we weren't invited, so we had no clue what was going on. I will come to support any one of my sisters. I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, I like Phaedra. I think she's a phenomenal woman. Any girl that's getting a bag that's black, beautiful, and professional and excellent at what you're doing in a lot of different areas, I'm loving it. Phaedra just never really, I think she was ever really vested in this group. That's what I would say. I think initially she was trying, but then when she saw another opportunity, it was just like, okay, y'all, you know what I mean?
And what's your relationship with her now today?
I don't really speak to her, but I think if I called her, you know what I mean? We could have a conversation, like if we were doing an event or something like that. But Phaedra, I would say she used this as a stepping stone to get to something else. And there's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah. And that something else led to the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16.
And I think that's a great fit for her, and I think that's exactly where she wanted to be.
I know a good old lie when I hear one. That's why I'm putting up the L, y'all. I had to put my L's up, because baby, they don't want number lines. When you calling Phaedra, When you trying to go to Dancing with the Stars to support Phaedra? She ain't even on there no more. But when was you trying to go down there? You won't try to do none of that. You've been doing interviews talking mad shit about Phaedra. Every single interview you been talking about Phaedra. If you ain't talking about Phaedra, you talking about Sweet Tea. Girl, you don't be supporting nobody. You find the time to go live and be talking shit about everybody's Heavenly. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with your insecurities as a woman. You are very insecure. Notice a lot of women who always got a lot of shit to say about other women are insecure within themselves. There's something about you that you've not found out about yourself yet. You are very much so unaware. That's why you're working so hard trying to get your body like the rest of the women on the show, because you are insecure as a woman. When you're around them, they be snatched and you not. So you mad and you pick fights with them because you're the big girl on the show and you don't want to look out of place because you want to fit in. So you choose to bully them and picking pride at things to try to remind them of their spaces where they're not on their shit like that, but you ain't on your shit everywhere. See, for years, you've been able to say, oh, me and Dr. Damon got a happy marriage. Oh, we don't have no infidelity. Oh, we this, and this. It took Simone to come out and say, bitch, you just told me the other day your nigga don't sleep in the room with you. You done sat there and had a drunk conversation with Sweet Tea and told Sweet Tea verbatim that Dr. Damon was running around and did some shit on you. But then as soon as you come for her and she used that against you, now she's public enemy number one. That's what it is. I mean, everybody everybody has shit going on in their marriage. Anybody say they got a perfect marriage, you're a fucking liar, because it's lies. It's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be times that you can't stand that person that day. It's gonna be times where you argue. It's gonna be times where they get on your damn nerves. And that's okay. That don't mean you don't love them. That don't mean you're ready to go down there and file for divorce. That just means that you guys are having growing pains. So stop acting like you so perfect and you and Dr. Damon don't have no flaws in your marriage, because you do. Now, whether or not you want to talk about that shit on TV, that's irrelevant. Stop talking about other people's shit if you don't want people to pull up yours. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People need to understand that. Stop talking about other people's shit if you don't want yours talked about. You are not without flaw, Heavenly. Let's start with your hair. That's never done, and you're a millionaire. You should have a stylist now, baby. Every time you step out, you should be on. There should never be a time where your hair should be flying like Sonic the Hedgehog and you're a millionaire with a stylist, bitch. Period. You better go look at Fantasia. Fantasia stylists don't ever let her out looking a fucking mess. I've never seen Fantasia look a mess. Have you guys? When she step out, Fantasia is on, baby. Clock it. From head to toe, every curl is in place. Earrings is popping. Outfit, all of that, all the way down to the toes, baby. You better clock that T in my shame over. You better clock that T. Let me do his dance right quick. Bitch. I need to get shame on y'all this morning. Y'all weren't ready for that shit, was you? You better clock that T. Clock it. That's that shit. Heavenly, get your ass off my screen. I can go off on you all day, baby. I can read you from Genesis to Revelations and all the way back to the table of contents, bitch. You need to get your shit together. That's the moral of the story, okay? Period. You better clock that. That's kind of fun. I kind of felt that this morning. Hey, okay. Let's move on with this show, because we do have one, okay? That's for the people in the bike. That's back there, okay? Moving on, girl. Oh, child. I don't know why I'm feeling so giddy this morning. Something good must be about to happen. I don't know. Remember that? Maybe it was that meat that was slanging last night. Oh, I told my business. Never mind. Anyway, girl. See, that's why I don't never be stressed out over here. Y'all need to stop being so stressed out. They be like, my cameraman don't never be stressed out and mad. Girl, we ain't for what? Girl, no. Girl, no. Okay. Let's get into our show, girl, because we have one. I had my vitamin D last night, so I'm feeling good today. All right. I'm feeling good today. Hey, I'm outside with that babe. All right. Shout out to Glorilla. Moving on, girl. All right. Let's get into my show, girl, because we got one. Ooh, got a brown skinned nigga with waves and a dark skinned nigga with, hey. He gonna drop that neck. He love to wear sex. All right. Let's get into this bald-headed barracuda right here, right quick, child. Ooh, child. Baby, they say the ceiling fan on. The ceiling fan is no longer on the ceiling. Nah, let me stop. Y'all get out my damn business right quick, okay? Yvette Bell done up and called me out. Yvette, we're going to have to talk offline, okay? Because y'all be trying to be in my business a little bit, all right? Yvette Bell said, is your ceiling fan still on? No, it's not in the ceiling no more. The cables have been disconnected now. Y'all better get up on your vitamin D, all right? I ain't said the doctor did. Y'all wonder why y'all ass be so fucking stressed out and snapping on people when your ass shouldn't be snapping on them? Get you some vitamin D in your life. It will calm you down, I promise you. You're like, why the fuck is it raining today? Because it's supposed to rain today. Get you some vitamin D. You mad at shit you shouldn't be mad about because you ain't had no vitamin D. It helps, I'm telling you. It keeps me from cussing a motherfucker out when they need to be. See, today I pray for you. Yesterday I'd have cussed your ass out. But because I had my vitamin D last night, you know, I might pray for you today. I don't know if the feeling hit me. Moving on, let's get into this bald-headed barracuda right here, child, with his insubordinate ass who thinks he does not have to follow any fucking rules, all right, or regulations. Martell Holt, heavy on the hoe, violates the no contact order ahead of domestic violence conviction appeal. Now, we already knew about him being in violation. Shout out to Urban Bell for picking it up and pushing that out there, honey. Keep it out there. Keep it in his face. So he don't like when he see the publications putting his shit out there. He mad. He tried to reach out to TMZ and threaten them, talking about, if you don't take that shit down, you know, I'm going to sue you. With what money, nigga? Because you still owe your wife and you ain't paid her. So wherefore come you going to get the money from to pay her? Catch that. You better clock that T, clock it. All right, so let's get into what they got to say. Martell Holt violates the non-contact order and must not have any contact with ex-wife. That would be Melody Cherie. All right, so let's get into what it has to say. Martell Holt is back in legal hot water as his harassing communications appeal hearing approaches. That is December the 2nd, I think it is. This past Friday, an Alabama judge heard a motion from the Huntsville, Alabama district attorney to revoke his bond order. Woo! In my Ric Flair voice. Woo! All right, now in the documents obtained by Urban Bell, again, shout out to them, the judge assured a no contact order regarding Martell's contact with Melody. It says that Martell could only contact Melody regarding their ongoing custody battle. Despite this ruling, it says that the Huntsville, Alabama DA detailed in the motion that Martell or Martell's associates continuously contacted Melody about matters outside of their divorce agreement. That's a violation. Now, the DA even includes an instance where Martell demanded to know why Melody met with the DA in their office. That ain't none of your motherfucking business, Martell. I'm sorry this morning, y'all. Pardon my mouth. I'm not Church of God in Christ this morning. Caramel is raw this morning because I'm tired of his ass, okay? I'm really tired of Martell. So y'all bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Now, it says that the victim met with the undersigned on this date to discuss our upcoming trial. After the victim left my office, defendant contacted her demanding to know why she was there. It says that the victim feels threatened and in fear for her safety, that's Melody, now that she is possibly being watched by defendant or someone close to the defendant. That's why she got that security officer and them cameras up over there. Now it says, as a result, the DA sought to amend Martell's bond agreement to have no contact with Melody whatsoever. Now, a judge agreed with the sentiments and issued this order. It says that the new order says, issued by the judge will supersede the ongoing custody case. It says that Martell cannot contact Melody directly or indirectly whatsoever. Why he keep getting chances is so far beyond me. Like, you tell a person not to violate certain orders and they do it, so you're not giving them any type of pop on the hand, so to speak, when they continue to violate. It's like Martell keeps pushing to see if he can push past the boundaries and he can get away with that, and they're only going to put a slap on the hand and allow him to keep going. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Alabama court system and why they're so flawed and why they keep allowing people who are repeat offenders to continue to repeat. Now, if something happens and God forbid to where he snap off and do some shit, everybody knows in the middle of child custody cases that's when a person can snap off and do some shit. We've heard about it. If you watch First 48, if you watch any other crime show, when a person is in the middle of a child custody case and or arrangement and they know that they have the possibility of losing, they don't have shit else to lose, they do some crazy shit. And I see Martell doing it, and no, I'm not speaking it into existence. I'm just being one thou wow when it comes to people like him. Martell has nothing else to lose because he's lost everything, including his fucking mind. So he is continuing to push the boundaries with the courts to say, if I do this, I bet you won't violate me. And they don't do it. So that's why he continues to do what the fuck he does. And he continues to harass her only 6 years almost after she divorced him and cut all ties with him from business to everything else, relationship. She wants nothing to do with his ass. And he can't handle that because he's so used to being in control when he stays out of control. He's out of control. Why the courts don't see that? He's out of control. The motherfucker is sitting on national television questioning another cast member about his ex-wife. That's against the rules and regulations. And Destiny, you know that. You're currently in a custody case with LeBaron. So you know how this shit works. So you are assisting Martell in violating his probation and parole, whatever shit he's on, probation. You are assisting Martell in violating his probation. Supervised at that. She needs to be subpoenaed to court as well because you took your ass on that damn trip to try to secretly record Melody to run it back to Martell because he can't be around her. So what did they do? They sent somebody else to pretend, just like the devil, pretend to be Melody's friend, the fake I'm sorry's, the fake tears, the fake hugs, the fake all this other bullshit she was doing on the trip, just so she can run back information. So you are indirectly third party in Martell's violation to Melody in terms of the no contact order. Destiny, I'm calling your name this morning. You and your moose nostrils should have stayed the fuck out of this. And the fact that you are filming scenes with him and further allowing his ass to be on this show with no fucking storyline, Melody is still his storyline because you're still asking about what she doing. You ain't talking about no businesses. This show's supposed to be about business and black excellence. Nigga, you black, but you ain't excellent. I'm gonna say it again. Nigga, you black as fuck, but you damn sure ain't excellent as fuck. You ain't got no businesses. You ain't got no children. You ain't got no laughter. You ain't got shit, just like Mister, and it's bothering you. Your children don't want to be around you. Your ex-wife don't want shit to do with you. Your friends are stepping back from you because you are a toxic ass individual, nigga. Woo! Ric Flair, where you at? Woo! I know I'm telling the truth. Let's continue. Recently, the judge presiding over Martell and Melody's custody struck multiple elements of an order Martell filed seeking to hold Melody under contempt of court. Now, you're using the courts in order to continue to poke and prod and bother her. And these are very egregious allegations that you're using just as an attempt to keep holding on. That's what he want to do. You're not letting this shit go. This shit should have been over years ago. It don't take this long for no child custody arrangement. But when a person don't want to let go, when a person still, because he knows when they do the final power with that gavel, you don't get to contact her no more. She gets to move the fuck away from Huntsville with those children, and she ain't got to deal with you, period, unless she chooses to. So this is all in means of you still trying to be in control of your ex-wife, and you're sick as fuck, and that's why they asked your ass to do that damn psychic evaluation, and that's why you won't do it, because you know your ass is crazy. Now, this included allegations that Melody was having inappropriate contact with her security guard in her home while the children were present. Why the fuck do you care if she fuck him in the kitchen, bathroom, living room, in the guest room, out on the patio, shit, on the front porch, on the hood of her car, bitch. Break that pin. Woo! Yes, I said that shit. Ooh, I caught a wedgie. I got on my little booty shorts up here, y'all. If she get him on the hood of the car, what business is it of yours? She ain't messing with you. She don't want that bump, dump, ping, hook and curve your ass walking around with. I'm gonna say it again. She don't want that bump, dump, hook and curve your ass walking around here in with them tight ass nut huggers your ass be prancing around here in. Yes, I said prance. Because you're a moist ass nigga to continue the bullshit that you keep doing. And you keep getting called out on it, but you don't like that shit. But you love to call other people out on the shit that they doing because you think everybody bothering you, nigga, when you messing with everybody else. The Scots don't want to fuck with you. The only person that will fuck with you and is probably fucking you is Destiny. And that's why her ass gonna get the karma that's coming towards her. That ass stay getting locked up, and I don't feel sorry at all. Bitch, go back to jail. Stay in there this time, because your ass is wrong. Because the last time you were going to sit up there and be a witness for Martell in this bullshit. So you're behind the scenes perpetuating his bullshit. Yeah, we went to college. I said perpetuate, bitch. You are doing that. And everybody that's connected to helping Martell do this mess to Melody, I'm speaking into existence right now that your life be hell. Because that shit don't make no sense. A person has a right to move on with their life and get away from toxicity and stop being controlled and are used for their own toxic pleasures. That's what this mess is. Martell gets pleasure out of fucking with Melody. He gets pleasure. He used to get pleasure in the marriage to watch her cry and be depressed and hovered over in closets in a fetal position in a depressed state. And nigga, you sick for that shit because your children watch that. You raising daughters while you mentally, emotionally, and psychologically beat down on a woman, the mother of their child who carried your children for 9 months while you sat your ass there running around putting babies in other women. Populating the damn county of damn Alabama. Well, state of Alabama. Why you could have had your sorry ass at home, but then you sit on national television talking about you the predominant parent. Nigga, you predominantly sorry for being the nigga you are and messed up this woman's life and her children's. They hate your ass. But if it weren't for the courts making them go up over there, they wouldn't fuck with you at all, Martell. They wouldn't step foot in that nasty ass house over there. Where your ass is probably sitting over there hiding out, peeping out the windows because you ain't paid the fucking rent all month. Them kids don't have a damn thing to eat when they come over there, and their mama still got to pull up and bring them food because your sorry ass so focused on what she doing. Silly ass. Oh, Jesus. This included allegations that Melody was having inappropriate contact with her security guard in her home while the children were present. After this was struck from the court, these allegations were mentioned on various social media outlets. I covered it. Other content creators covered it. We've all been trying to keep this out so that everyone can see the type of trash ass nigga that he is. Now, I got the court documents. Let's run through those right quick because I want to get into this situation with Kimmy where she done ran her damn mouth. Kimmy, yeah, you getting your ass drugged this morning too. Everybody getting it. I don't give a fuck. Everybody getting it. Kimmy, you done ran your mouth. I got to get you this morning too, okay? I got to get you too, boo-boo. You, that afro, that look, that one right there, I got all you. I got all of you. All of you. Come on with me, baby. Take your drawers off too, because I need to get to the booty meat this morning. That's everybody. Come, honey. Come with no drawers, because I want to get straight to the booty meat. I'm not playing this morning. Period. Let's get into these court documents, because we got them. Yes, God. I'm sick of these hoes. I'm sick of them. Starting with you, Martell. All right? I'm snatching bangs this morning. Yes, we are. Let's blow this shit up so y'all can see it. Let's look at this shit. City of Huntsville, municipal corporation within the state of Alabama versus Martell Holt, who is the defendant. All right, let's read these motions. Let's read these motions. It's in the Circuit Court of Huntsville, Alabama, Madison County to be exact. Motion to revoke bond. Let's read it. Let's make it bigger so we can read real good in here. All right, motion to revoke bond comes now the city of Huntsville by and through its assistant city attorney and respectfully moves this honorable court to amend the bonds, that's plural, of the defendant states stated above in support of said motion. The movement states as follows. Okay, let's continue. On May the 2nd of 2024, the defendant stipulated to the facts outlined in the above styled case. Defendant was found to be guilty of harassing communications. He was. Defendant was arrested to probation. Was sentenced. I'm sorry. I'm so mad I can't even fucking read. Defendant was sentenced to probation and to have no contact with the victim, Melody Rogers, except as outlined in their divorce decree or agreement. All right. And it shows that there. All right. So after posting his appeal bond, defendant has continuously contacted the victim about matters outside of their divorce agreement. Now, number 4 says that the victim met with undersigned on the date to discuss our upcoming trial. Says that after the victim left my office, defendant contacted her demanding to know why she was there. The victim feels threatened and in fear of her safety now that she is possibly being watched by defendant or someone close to the defendant. How the fuck did you know she was meeting with the DA? Because you've been following her. Melody already said on national television on, I think, last season, I want to say this is season 9, season 8, where Melody says that she will be driving in her car and look up in her rearview mirror and Martell will be following her, darting in and out of traffic, trying to keep up with her, following her, seeing where she's going. This has been since they've been divorced. Melody has said that Martell continues to do that. That is why she chose to get security. And she needs it because he's unhinged and he's fucking crazy. Never should be a time when she pull up somewhere and this nigga sitting back watching. He was doing that before, popping up on her if she's out having dinner or having a conversation with somebody. I showed you guys the video where he got up and had the camera all up in Melody's face. Number 5. Based on the repeated behavior of defendant, the city requested this honorable court to amend the defendant's appeal bond and conditions of release to reflect that he is to have no contact, direct or indirect, with the victim for any reason other than child custody issues. Respectfully submitted this the 22nd day of November 2024. All right. Assistant Attorney Joshua Graff, City of Alabama. Now we do have a second page. All right. Let's get to that other page. Lord have mercy. Did I upload the same one? Communications. Did I put the same one? Hold on. Because it's 2 pages. It's 2 pages. Damn, I was so in a hurry this morning. Hold on, guys. Why the fuck? Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it is the same. It's the same. Okay, so that's the final page. I don't know why I thought it was 2 because I had it already copied like twice, but never mind. All right, so yeah, it's only 1 page. So that is what the courts are saying in regard to Martell and his violation. So Melody was asked that he be violated for his probation in terms of not following the rules and regulations. We have it right here. All right. I don't know what is going on with Alabama courts. I don't understand it. I don't understand why Carlos still has Martell employed on this show when it's right here in black and white. All of the content creators and bloggers have picked it up. It's on it's on most of the social platforms. Carlos, I know you're on social media every day. You see our videos. You know this about Martell, but because you so far up his ass, or maybe he's up yours. I don't know, because Ariane did say he liked men. I'm gonna be a little messy this morning because I don't give no dams and 0 fucks this morning. I'm sick of his ass. I'm tired of him being coddled. It goes back to his drunk ass mama who didn't fucking raise him right to respect women because she ain't been a woman around him. It's a difference, and I'm gonna say it, and I don't give a damn. Please don't nobody get in my comments this morning with this bullshit. I'm probably gonna cuss somebody out, and I don't want to do that. If your mother was not so busy being a fucking whore and locked up in rooms with men while she was supposed to be raising her fucking son, he would have turned out to be this way. So now he's grown up to be what his mother used to be when he was growing up, a fucking whore, running around creating babies all over the place. You are what you hang around. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I'm just speaking facts. Marlene, you did not raise your son the way you were supposed to. You know how I know? Because he gives credit to the person that raised him was his grandmother. You were too busy laying up under men and men laying on top of you in order to be a mother to your son. You didn't pick the right male figure to be around your son, because all the men that you dated were never father figures to Martell. So he don't know how to be a fucking man. He just knows how to be a bitch like you were when you were raising him or not raising him. I'm going to be raw this morning, and I'm going to speak facts. And I don't know nobody in my comments on the bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. Children learn by what they see. Martell grew up watching his mother locked up in rooms, sleeping with men, boyfriends, who did not pour into her son to teach them how to be a male. So you chose someone to only tickle your fancy versus pouring into your sons. Your other son stays in and out of prison. Both of them got different daddies, and nothing against no one with different daddies. My thing is, it's the niggas that you choose. Martell's dad in and out of prison. So you never chose someone that had any type of substance because you had none. And I don't know who the fuck raised you, maybe wolves. But now you've but now you brought two messed up, fucked up individuals who you want to call a man. He ain't no fucking man. He's a man boy. He's a boy child. He's a bitch. Because only bitches act like that. Who created 5 children. One of which is an outside child. Thank you so much. Always that girl. One of which is an outside child who he is constantly trying to blend with his children who were born within a marriage. Only because he doesn't want his image to be tainted. He don't want questions being asked. What about this child? Where does this child come from? Because he doesn't want to still take accountability for his infidelity. That is why he wants Knox to be called Maverick, because him being called Knox raises questions, and then the infidelity questions creep in, and he ain't ready to take on that accountability just yet. So now his children are forced to be around a child who is a constant reminder of why their family is not together. But there's always a blessing in every situation. It's a blessing that Melody divorced Martell. It's a blessing that their father is not into the home, because the things that those children saw and experienced while Martell was in that home was not something that children should grow up to see. A child should never see their mother being hovered and in a fetal position in closets, crying and wailing because their father is in her face and being disrespectful and bowing up at her like a fucking man, like a bull, raging because he can't have his fucking way. This woman raised 4 children. She worked. She tried to get her career off the ground. And she took care of your sorry ass son, Marlene, including you, paying your rent, making sure you have food on the table, bitch. And what do? You turn around and hump your ass on national television and talk shit about her? All for your sorry ass son. And then we ain't gonna stop there. You had to mitigate gall. Thank you so much. Always that girl for the super sticker. You had to mitigate gall, Marlene. Now, this is what pissed me off with you. This is when I knew you had shit all over your lips, because you kissed his ass real good in that scene. When you told Martell, when he said to you, because the nigga knew he wrong, he said to you, I'm going to counseling. I'm going to therapy, mama. I think I need to go get some therapy. The nigga know he crazy. Crazy people know they crazy. They know. A mother knows her child. Every mother in my chat right now, you know your child. Whether you want to admit that they are problematic or not, you know your child. So for you to tell Martell in that scene, ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't got to go to counseling. What you need to go to counseling for? There's nothing wrong with you. You're a great man. You're a great father. Great fathers, don't make me pull the publication back up. Don't spank their kids. Great fathers, well, you can, discipline your kids. There's a difference. But when you're drawing blood and abusing your kids, punching your kids, kicking your kids, all of these things were in court documents. All these things were in court documents. There's a difference between discipline and abuse. Okay? So because their mother can't come back and all them children look just like male, so every one of them that walk in the door, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are on a mission to destroy these children emotionally, psychologically, and physically because they look like the person you want to be with. So your kids are catching a stray because your crazy ass want their mama back and you can't get them. You mad at Tank because he took your spot as the man of the house. But because your mother sat up and told you you don't need no type of counseling, that you are fine and ain't nothing wrong with you, that girl is scared of you. Marlene is scared of Martell because she's seen that side of him. Oh, he done bucked up at her before. Don't think he ain't. That's why she took her ass down to the courts. Mama, you ain't lie good enough for me. That's what he said on national television. Martell is manipulative. Gonna sit your ass on TV talking about some, I needed a break. I needed a break. For what, nigga? You don't work. You don't work. You don't never get no break. Do Melody get a fucking break? Most recently, for those of you that did not know, Martell's week that he's supposed to have with the children, Melody had him again. So do she get a break? She just went on live. I just played it yesterday where she says that she be up sometime through the night because all her kids want to come and get into bed with her, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the way Melody works, and she has so many things going on, she needs her rest and her sleep. When does she get to sleep in the morning and be problem-free and not have to get up and worry about breakfast and worry about having to take this child that place and that child that place? That's why it's 1 week on, 1 week off, so that one parent can get a break a whole week. If she wants to sleep in the morning, that's what she should get. But when you deny getting your kids on the week that you're supposed to get to, you throwing off the schedule. You throw her schedule off because she already done said, damn, what is it, Friday, Saturday? The kids get to go with their dad tomorrow. Finally, I get to sleep in a whole day. She don't get to do that because you done told her last minute, I can't get the kids this week. Bitch, you didn't have no food last week. You ain't gonna have them on the week you supposed to have them. So why you can't get your kids? Why you can't get your kids? Why you skipping weeks and she got to keep them on the week you supposed to have them? That's what I don't understand. But then you want to tell everybody she's a bad mother. She got 100,000 babysitters. So the fuck what? You've left the children many times without adult eyes on them. You left them in the restaurant. Let me do a rundown because I got it, baby. And I don't need to look at my notes. You left the children in the restaurant unattended. Sugar mama was way younger than she is now. Sitting at the table for you to go outside and scream and holler at Ariane at a restaurant. Your children were left unattended. Martell. Your children were left unattended on national television when you sent them outside to go and play by themselves. When we have trafficking is an all-time high. It didn't take but a second for somebody to pull up and snatch your kids. None of those children were of age to be alone by themselves, to watch themselves. Period. I got another one. We ain't done. When you went to the courthouse to get documents to be slick to try to come against Melody once again, you left your children in the car by themselves unattended and then wound up getting a warrant served on your ass to where they locked your ass up and you had to call your mama to come get your kids. Your children who were underage at the time were left unattended. That's 3 times right there already. And I can keep going. I can keep going. So for you to scrutinize her for having a village of people who can step in and watch your children because you put her in that situation that did not need to be, because you could have kept your ass home and be the man that you were supposed to be. Oh yeah, thank you, KBR. When you sent the oldest daughter, Mariah, into the grocery store by herself. She wasn't even a fucking teenager. You sent her alone in the store while you sat your ass in the car videoing for a moment to try to prove to the world that you're a great father. When you should have parked your car, got your ass out, and went into the store with her. Anybody could have snatched her. It don't take but a second nowadays. But you go and file all kind of motions against their mother for doing her due diligence of having people in place to watch your children, including their grandmother. Why are you filing motions against their grandmother? You didn't have a problem when you were in a good space with Melody when Miss Van was watching them, but because she don't fuck with you no more, everybody that's around her, that's her village, you trying to burn her village down. Shout out to the 749 in the building. Shout out to the haters in the bushes, because I know you're here. I smell you. I feel the heat coming from you. Martell, if you hear bitch, hit the like button. Ariane, you and your dry edges, hit the like button, bitch. Light it up. Let me see some fire in the building. Put the fire emojis in the building right quick. Let me see it, guys. Put some fire emojis in the chat right quick. I'm about to light it up. We about to light it up. Let's get the fire emojis. Let me see some fire emojis right quick. Hit that like button, bitch. Where the fire emojis at? Woo! Ric Flair. I know you hear Martell. I can smell them underarms. You probably in that car with no damn AC, burning up. That's why we putting the fire emojis up. Oh, it's hot in here. It's hot in here, nigga. I'm on your ass this morning, nigga. Because you a trash ass individual. To feed your children hot sauce as a point of discipline. I see the fire emojis. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Ariane, you need to be in jail too. You need to be in jail too, because you've been posting stuff against Melody. When you posted that picture of the security guard, that was an indirect message to Melody. Let me go ahead and play something right quick. And I wasn't going to do that. And then I got to move on because I got one more topic that I need to show you guys. And I need to have time to do it. Let me show you guys these two clowns right here. Right quick. Martell, let me show you where you violated. And Destiny, you helped him do it. Let me play this clip again. And then we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Let's share. Martell, let me show you where you violated. It's on national television. You can't even say you didn't do the shit. Destiny, you assisted him. Because you know all of his charges. Because every time he go to jail, every time he go to court, he call you. And he run that shit by you. So you know, which then gives you more hatred and vitriol towards Mel. Because she's fighting against Martell when you used to tell Martell he was wrong for the shit he was doing. But because of your hatred towards Melody, you don't check him no more. Because you guys have something in common. Like Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown said, you got something in common, baby. You got something in common. You want to take her down. But that mess you tried on that trip and trying to secretly record her, that shit didn't happen. Because Melody's intuition let her know, child. I don't know, maybe God was in the room to say, hey, you trying to record me? She caught your ass. Let's watch this clip right quick. Shout out to OMFG Reality TV.
So listen, so how did it go on the girls trip? Melody being there, how did that go? Considering you guys' relationship.
She kept saying
that's an indirect contact.
And you know, any woman that hangs out with my ex-husband's mistress doesn't have girl code and da 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 da. And I was like,
all this girl code, all this fake bull.
I was like, don't try to make it seem like I supported that situation because I got onto Martell about how I felt about it.
Yeah.
And I was riding with you. I said, but then I turned around and I watched you literally try to teach her how to respectfully cheat. Because you talking to her on the phone all times of the night. You texting her, telling her when to let her know when Martell pull up. And she lost it. She lost her mind.
And it's real.
Now, nowhere in this sentence, when I heard respectfully cheat, Destiny, did you slide in there how many paternity tests you had to have because you couldn't keep your fucking legs closed when you were married. But you're talking about Melody and what she got going on. But we still ain't heard you hit your button and go live and talk about bitch why you divorced yet. Let me get on your ass right quick because you won't even know my agenda this morning, but you on it now. You ain't talked about that shit yet. Why I got to keep talking about it? Why I got to keep pulling receipts on it? You ain't said nothing about that yet, but you know all Melody's business, but you forget shit when it come to yours. Oh, you Ray Charles to the bullshit when it's you. Oh, you can't see your way to tell your own shit when it's you. You Ray Charles when it's you. You got the right one, baby. That's you. Yeah, Melody, this you. Melody was done for respectfully cheating. This Destiny. Ray Charles to your bullshit. You ain't talking about, you ain't said shit about you. This you, Ray Charles. Yeah, Melody was respectfully cheating with Ariane. Yeah, Melody was over there and she was doing this. That's you. rocking back and forth, telling all male shit like Ray Charles. Somebody asked you about why LeBaric left you. Oh, you start rocking then. Because you don't want to have that conversation. Oh, ain't no rocking going on when they ask you about that good old paternity test and why that man left you 3 weeks after you had that baby. But anytime it's Melody, baby, here come that rocking again. So yeah, you know, Melody was out there running around with all these men when she was with Martell. And I knew she was respectfully cheating. That's Destiny, child. And yeah, when I pulled up over that child, I know that there was that car in the driveway was the security officer. That's her. Oh, she giving all the details. But then somebody said, oh, really? But why LeBaric leave you after 3 weeks of having that baby Law, the same baby that you thought was going to be Moses' child? Boo. All of a sudden, you can see now. Oh, ain't no rocking then. I got a problem with people like that. Let's continue, though.
And that's real. It's almost like you wanted me to go out there and cheat so you can catch me so you can have something to talk about.
So in your crazy mind, your ex-wife wanted you to go and cheat so she can have something to talk about. Well, we saw her at many speaking engagements, so she had plenty of things to talk about. You, sir, did not, because you were the idiot standing up there beside her while she was talking in her speaking engagements, paid ones at that. Okay? You stood your ass up there and didn't have shit to say, even when she passed the mic to you and said, this is my husband. Baby, do you have something to say? No, I don't have anything to say. You say it all. So you want to stand up there because you wanted to feel important. So yes, she had a whole lot to say, just not about your ass. We all know you got with Melody for clout, attention, and the money. Because you ain't had shit going on, Martell. The only thing you brought to that marriage was a broken hook and curve. That's it. And your bald-headed, receding hairline having ass. That's all you brought to the relationship. You want shit when she met you, but she tried to change you into something to make you into what you needed to be because she saw that you were broken. She got your teeth fixed. I said you was a builder nigga when she met you because she had to tell you to stop growing that shit on your head and cut that shit off so you can look like somebody. You big-eared having bitch, you. Your teeth was fucked up. She went and got those fixed. You didn't know how to dress. She went and got you tailored in some suits so you can look like something standing up there beside her, but then you go out here and fucking disrespect her. That's how I know you know that you had a fucking good woman because you won't let her go. You won't let her go. And every year that goes by, you know that she is getting ready to be with somebody else. Somebody else is about to be in that house and your children about to be calling them daddy. And it's starting to be a realization for your ass. And you can't take it. So every chance you get, you're trying to still make her life hell. Regardless to what the courts say, you can't take it, Martell. You caused this. So you getting on interviews, you running around telling people, oh, you know, Melody cheated on me first. Bitch, if Melody cheated on you first, you'd have been gone. You'd have been put that shit out on social media. You'd have been embarrassed her. But it wasn't until you got your ass caught because you won't even claim it, Ariane, or that damn baby. Now all of a sudden it's my son, my son, my son. The only reason you claiming Knox is to get back at Mel. Ariane couldn't even name that child after you because you were embarrassed. You wasn't even at the hospital when Knox was born. And I know that to be facts. Ariane went for days without naming Knox because she wanted Knox to have Holt on the last name. And she didn't know how Martell felt about it because he had already made her get rid of 3 kids prior to Knox being born. And Knox wasn't supposed to be here because he told her to A-B that one too. But she had to have something to hold on to him and have a secure of the bag that she won't never secure because the bag won't his anyway. Oh, no, the bag won't yours, baby. The bag was Melody's. That's why your ass broke down now. That's why Ariane mad now. She's really mad at you, Martell, not Mel, because you fucking played her and you lied to her and told her you were the one running shit. But now that she see that your broke ass running around here thinking that you know, the shit out here when you ain't. She see who the real boss is. So she launched these attacks in your favor, but she really tired of you. That's why she said she got to get the fuck away from you and rebuild her life. Because now she see that everything that she acquired by running behind your stupid, simple, slow ass, she's lost every fucking thing. And she's about to lose her freedom in addition to. Because you only keep people around you that serve your evil, toxic purposes, Martell. So you can't get to Melody, so you send Destiny to do it. You can't talk to Melody, so you get Ariane to post a post. You tried to use your children, but you forgot they love their mother more than they love you. Woo! Ric Flair, where you at? Let's move on. Ain't got no more for you. Everybody know he's an ain't shit nigga. We ain't got to keep talking about it. Moving on to Kimmy. Another ain't shit individual. Carlos, I got to drag you as well in this next post. I got to drag you as well. Let's get into this. What time we're looking at? Good time. All right, let's get into it. Let's share. All right, so as you guys know, Carlos had Messy Mondays, the show that he stole. Let's get into it where Letitia from Bell Collective and Kimmy, of course, from Love and Marriage Huntsville. She does not have her fro today, thank God. She is talking about a time when she's actually mentioning, because this is something we've never heard on the show. So I said a non-storyline having biatch like Kimmy, this is some shit you should have been talking about. Because Melody Cherie, this should have been a bonding moment between you and Melody. But you didn't do that, Kimmy, because of your jealousy and vitriol towards Melody, because she's the star and the boss. She's better than you. She can move better than you. She got more going on than you. She's prettier than you. And I don't like to compare women, but that's how women think. You sit back and you size and one up another woman, and you pick out little things in order to have fake beef with somebody so that you can continue the bullshit behind the scenes. Kimmy, you now start speaking on your relationship and how it broke down with Jalen's father. And I wanted to talk about that on my show because, Carlos, you had sympathy for Kimmy when she spoke about what she went through with Jalen's father, which is very parallel and or similar to what Melody Cherie went through. And you did not have that same energy towards Melody, the star of your show, the one who's keeping your ass on the air when the shit should have been off seasons ago. Let's go ahead and get into it. And I don't even like Dustin, but Dustin actually said something in this interview that made me say, no, I don't like your ass, Dustin, but I'm gonna applaud you for finally speaking the truth. And Carlos' eyes was bucked like this because he couldn't believe that for once Dustin won't kissing your ass on your show. Let's play this shit. Shout out to Carlos, because that's where we're watching. Let's blow it up.
I like all that. Mm-hmm. Whatever you want, cool. Mm-hmm. If anybody says to me, I don't like my job, and I love you, and we're in love, I would 100% say, do me a favor, quit your job, and I will take care of everything. But within 6 months, I want you to follow your passion. Because I am blessed to wake up every day loving what I do. And I get so much pleasure in opening up these eyeballs, thanking God and talking to my mom in heaven and saying, I get to do this again. I'll wake up every day like, I get to produce these shows and have fun and talk to people. I love it. I wouldn't be a real man if my partner looks at me getting happy to go to work and he's depressed. Yeah. So
let me bump it up a little bit.
So of Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay?
You don't want to start with Letitia?
He said Kimmy.
Okay, I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
She's like, by the way, Kimmy, you look.
Carlos, that's inappropriate, boss. That's inappropriate. Looking all in her chest.
Okay, so Carlos, what I'm talking about today is it looks good. Okay, so on the recent episode, I love the show. On the recent episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Maurice unfortunately got a DUI. Okay, and yes, we addressed it at the reunion, and without spoiling anything, Kimmy is on fire this reunion. And I'll leave it at that.
Good.
On
I don't know
I ain't
what
no
he's talking about. I'm the
Yeah.
same old, don't talk to nobody, ain't got nothing to say.
Sure
Kimmy,
don't.
Kimmy.
No,
I think Kimmy was
and
scared to meet. Remember Kimmy?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
no, Kimmy, and she checked me. Anyway, so let's move on. She did. And look, I checked her back. I'm teasing. I was like this.
He was doing a lot of checking, though. Don't be clear.
Ooh.
He was doing a lot of checking.
Ooh.
She was. Okay, so it was in the scene that aired on Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was revealed that obviously you guys, you and the family and Ken and Trisha and folks, right, were partying at Black. After Black, you and Maurice went your separate ways. Okay. In the scene that broke the internet on Saturday, Kimmy, it was intimated that you didn't realize that he wasn't home until the wee hours in the morning. And a lot of people were asking, like, well, why is Kimmy okay with her husband leaving an event, hey Tisha, leaving an event and not going straight home to be with his wife? And why is Kimmy sleeping in a bed where it's just her and the pillows from Bed Bath & Beyond, and not knowing that your husband is not home until you wake up and notice he wasn't next to you?
Come on.
Bounced from one doctor to the next.
Get your lie together. We'll be back.
Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
Ski and ride Park City with Epic Day Pass. Passes go off sale December 2nd.
My apologies. All right, we're back.
So, first of all, in order to have a true conversation, people need to be as open and authentic as they can be. Mm-hmm. And in that regard, I say that because we've been doing the show a long time. There's been little clips, there's been little scenes, there's been little this, that, and the other, where I've been very clear that I don't like late night hour hanging out. I've said it several different times and several different ways. There was even a time when there was conversation at one of the reunions where we talked about, before the show ever started, why you didn't want to talk about them coming in late, because I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why I didn't want to talk about it, because I don't like it. And it has been an Achilles heel. It simply has. So it's really weird to me how people come up with the notion that she's fine with it. She's not fine with it. However, what she's not going to do is stress herself out. She doesn't stress herself out. I met Maurice as fun-loving. He liked to hang out with his friends, his guys, Sadarik, all of them, Sadarik, Marceau, Micah, all of them. They like that. I met him in that vein. I met him for the streets. That's how I met him. And so he likes to do that. He does. And so there was a time when I would stress out and I'm like, where you at? Oh, what you doing? There was definitely a time when I would do that. And that time has passed. That time has passed. I go home and I go to bed. And God forbid, this is not the call that you ever want to get. It is simply not. This is the one that you actually worried about, from the very beginning. It's the call that you never want to happen. But there definitely came a time in our relationship where I gave him to his brother's keepers. And y'all's job is to make sure that he got home safely. Like that, literally, that is the truth. Authentic. That is all I have to say. I trusted him. I've never not trusted him in that regard. And I know that's weird to a lot of people. It was actually kind of weird to me, to be perfectly honest. But everybody who participated in introducing us to each other always spoke extremely highly in regards to his efficacy in regards to relationships. And that always meant a lot to me. I'm talking about his parents, his family, his friends, everybody. And so I never not trusted when he was out with his friends, partying at the bar, drinking at the cigar lounge, smoking cigars, whatever. But I stopped stressing out about it. I did. I absolutely went home and I went to bed. That's just the truth of the matter. And if that means to people that she didn't care, she's okay with it, that's not what it means. That means that I reached a point where I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go to bed. And so yes, when I woke up and he wasn't there, that was a problem. That was a problem because that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Usually I go home, I go to bed, and at some point, 2-3 o'clock, he'll come and he'll, go to bed. It's just like that. So yeah, when I woke up and he wasn't there, it was a problem. And so I really, I'm kind of over people thinking that I don't care about that. Because sometimes when things don't actually show on TV, you can say, oh, why ain't y'all play that? But you've actually played it several times that that I care.
Say it.
Sorry. I mean, you've said it. And so people just kind of determine in their own minds what is what. But I don't ride the streets going to look for folk. Like I just don't. I don't go over to Marcel's house and do all this. That I don't be looking for people. I don't look for people. I go home. I got to go to bed and I got to go to work and I got to take care of kids. So I've never been a partier where I'm just hanging out all night. So when my night is done, I'm at the house. I go home.
Okay. I want to hear from Letitia and Dustin, but Kimmy, I'm asking this because this is the #1 most asked question on this chat, right? They're asking you, so do you allow Maurice to cheat in peace?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. I don't believe that Maurice is cheating on me, and I wouldn't allow Maurice to cheat in peace. Some people can put up with it for 4 or 5 years. That's not my case. That's simply not me. And it's kudos to people who can get past that. I don't honestly know if I could. And no one has presented me. Same with Tisha. Ain't nobody presented me with nothing. Like just absolutely nothing.
You asked about Tisha.
And so at this juncture, I just don't have reason to believe that. But I would not let him cheat in peace. Trust that.
Do you
Y'all would hear a lot of
Do you and Maurice share locations?
No.
Dear Dr. K, I used to think I was never meant to be beautiful. You work within my budget and help.
Okay. Letitia, does Glenn hang out late and what is your dynamic? If Glenn was out until the wee hours in the morning, is that something that happens in your marriage, or is that something that you two have talked about and discussed as well?
Yeah, in the 20s, early 20s, late 20s, yes. Glenn used to hang out. I would hang out with my friends, but the Glenn now, no, Glenn is home. Glenn is home before me, the Glenn now. But I have experienced that. I've experienced that, like, where are you? I know you said you don't pull up. Girl, I done pulled up. I mean, several times. You got to think. And so I respect that because, like you said, Kimmy, you and Maurice got together later on. So you have to think 18, 19, 20. I mean, I am pulling up. You know what I mean? I'm pulling up. I'm standing by the car. When he opened the car to come, I'm right here. You know, like, hi, it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Of course, not like now I don't have to deal with that, but I've been that girl. I'm not going to lie. I will pull up. I will wait. I will find out your friend who went with you to the club. I'm at his girl house. We sitting here, we watching a movie. I've been that girl. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, I know I'm not that girl now, but honey, it's been a lot. Like, I'm talking about up all night on a Saturday, you sleep all day Sunday. Because he hangover from the club and me a hangover from, up all night.
That's real talk, though. I agree with that 100%. And that's part of where my dilemma comes in when it comes to Maurice and some of his friends hanging out. Like, it's a big age to be still hanging out. So I don't disagree. At some point, you turn the corner. Like, you turn the corner at some point. So never get it twisted that it is something that has gone unsaid. Maurice and I have had various conversations. You already know we had them before the show filmed before his first time. So nothing about what I'm saying is new. It's just not a particular fight that I'm willing to fight. Now, if somebody brings me some stuff and like, this is where he was on Tuesday at 4 o'clock, like you thought he was with the dark, then yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it right here. We're gonna talk about it right here. I don't need the heavens to open. I don't need a whole bunch of extraterrestrial activity to, I don't need all of that extra stuff. I don't. But what I'm not gonna do is entertain a whole bunch of he said, she said, he looked like a cheater. Like I'm just
for sure. I want Dustin to talk real quick, but I want to ask this. Because everybody has deal breakers. Is cheating a deal breaker for you, Kimmy? Like if you found out, let's say Maurice did cheat, and obviously I'm not putting it out there like that. Like for me, for example, cheating is not a deal breaker. For me, stealing is. If you steal my money, you're going to jail. And I will hire the Cochran law firm. So for you, is cheating a deal breaker to where it's like, that's it, I'm divorcing you?
Oh, you're talking to Dustin. Me?
No, you.
Oh, okay. Yes. In my relationship from beginning to end, the thing is when Maurice and I met, because of some of his circumstances, it was a deal breaker for both of us. It was 100% deal breaker for both of us. We were both on the same page as far as infidelity. And then we went to counseling at one point, our premarital counseling. And we had a session and she asked us deal breakers. I said infidelity, both of us. And he was like, hold on. I said, what you mean? Hold on. It's always been both of us infidelity. And he said there's been some experiences with family members and different friends, family going through divorce and the kids. And so he might not be so quick to say that at this point. I'm still on the deal breaker page. Now you show me something from 10 years ago that we was dating and we wasn't married. I'm not divorcing my husband from something that happened 10 years ago. So y'all can just go to bed with that. But if something happened yesterday,
Kimmy, you forgot you and Maurice was together like 7 years or so before y'all got married. So that shit do count. If you're with him in a relationship, like he lied to you about the Atlanta trip, girl, that shit do count. So don't be saying that all the cheating and stuff he did prior to y'all getting married don't count. It do, because y'all were living together and y'all were together in a relationship, okay, exclusively prior to y'all getting married for years. So stop trying to coddle Maurice and his damn cheating antics, Kimmy.
And somebody brings me this, that, and the other, then we're going to have a real conversation about it. I love my husband. And there's a part of my spirit that would want me to say I can hang in there, but I'm not the most trusting person. I'm simply not the most trusting person. And once you break my trust, it's extremely difficult to get back on that page. I know me. It's extremely difficult to get back on the trusting train with me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with Kimmy on this one. For me, it's about trust, right? So while cheating may not be a deal breaker in and of itself, dishonesty damn sure is. I don't want to share space and have somebody have access to my most privileged information, my finances, family secrets, all the shit that comes with being in a relationship. You don't want to share those things and be vulnerable in that way to a person that you can't trust with your livelihood. Right. Also, we grown, right? So there's a lot of different configurations that we can apply to our relationship. We can have that conversation before we even agree to be committed and monogamous to one another and be just as fulfilled in our experiences together, right? Without saying we in a relationship so we can fuck whoever we want to. So I don't think that to me, it's just about being an adult. When you're talking about dating and not being committed, that's one thing. When you're talking about committing to each other, for me, the conversation just evolves at that point. So it's definitely a deal breaker for me. If I can control myself, you definitely got to control yourself.
Correct.
So I'm going to have a very different opinion. And this, again, the beauty of this conversation is we all have different opinions and experiences. Yeah. My man is not hanging out at 4 o'clock in the morning, or we're done. That's me though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Anybody I'm dating now, I'm 45 years old, right? In my 20s, 30s, whatever. We having fun, especially in the lifestyle of which we Dustin participate in. You know, we're having fun, right? We're having fun. Carlos King's man is not about to be at anyone's after hours at 4 o'clock in the morning. Because my thing that I tell everybody who I do talk to, right? If we are in an exclusive relationship, I will give you the world. I will give you peace. The only thing I ask for in return is do not embarrass me.
Mm-hmm.
So and again, this is for me. You ain't gonna find my man in no club at 4 o'clock in the morning. This is not, because I will feel like this. If I'm leaving and we're at same said party, N-word, you coming home with me. And
that's different.
another thing, right? Like, you come home with me. What do you need out there that you can get at home? I will buy you liquor. I will buy a bartender. I will buy a DJ. I will buy a disco ball. I will buy a stripper for you. I will give you everything you're looking for. Milk Duds, a Slurpee, a slushie, a hot dog at 7-Eleven. I will bring all that to my home. You should have no need to go outside of me. Because if you do, I'm not pleasing whatever the situation is. And you clearly want something that I'm not providing for you. And if that's the case, then go hang out with your peoples at 4 a.m.
I think that Kimmy made a great point, though, when you highlighted receiving a person at exactly who they present themselves to be, right? Most people are not inclined to want their partner at the club at 4 a.m. because of the temptations that exist in that environment, right? But if we're being real, those same temptations exist in your partner's office when they're at work. Those same temptations exist in the gym. Those same temptations exist at the gas station, anywhere. And if someone is a social person that enjoys being in that environment and they were honest about that and y'all trust each other, I don't see nothing wrong with hanging out. Now, there's a way to do it with some respect to your partner and to dignify them. So maybe you're not out until 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like I am.
Yeah. Y'all enjoying this? No wonder.
Your dog deserves real meat, veggies, and whole grains. When only the best will do, feed Blue.
DUI for us to figure out Kimmy and Maurice real life.
Saying? Maybe you're not doing that. But yeah, you know, and I'm single too, so that's a different conversation. No, I would bring my ass home. You know what I'm saying? But I would still hang out, and I would allow my partner to hang out with their friends as well, if that is a part of the fabric of who they are as a person. If you're social and you are fed, you know, fundamentally in those environments, then get that. And we should be adults and be able to trust each other.
I don't want your brand of fabric softener. If I meet you and your fabric of life is to hang out until 5 o'clock in the morning, then you need another fabric softener. This ain't the fabric.
Why can't you just go too? And if you met them in that environment, then what's the problem? You enjoy it too.
Oh, no. But that's the thing. Listen, when you are in a relationship.
Let me stop it. Kimmy, let me tell you the problem, baby. You're older than Maurice. You've lived your life. The things that Maurice is wanting to do, you've done. You way older than him. So Maurice still got that party hound dog in his system. And where you messed up is how you got him. Because he didn't get that dog out of his system when you tied him down to get married. So your biological clock was ticking, Kimmy. So you were to that point like, oh my God, I gotta get married. I gotta get married. He wasn't really ready for that, but he didn't want to lose you because he knew he had in you. He didn't have shit. So he knew that losing you would make him lose everything that he already done set his sights on. So that's the only reason he married you, because he was comfortable for those 7 years. They dated 7 years. Keep in mind, prior to them being on the show. I told y'all the other day, the only reason they got married is for a storyline. Kimmy was more excited about the wedding than Maurice. Maurice was just excited to have the bachelor's party. Yeah, he was more excited for the bachelor's party that was coming out of this situation. He didn't give a fuck about no damn wedding. Kimmy was more excited, sitting back there in the room crying, oh my God, this is our day. Even though it's raining today, you know, because y'all know she talked like a country bumpkin. Even though it's raining today, let me get my tissue child so it can be more real. Even though it's raining today, this is going to be a beautiful day. Me and Maurice is finally tying the knot today. That's her ass. Maurice was like, where the hoes at? That was Maurice child. Where the hoes at? When the party bus pulling up. He didn't fuck about no wedding. Ooh, child.
Relationship is about compromise, okay? It's
True.
Give and take.
Child.
Right? If I'm telling you, don't embarrass me, and by embarrassing me is you out in these streets while I'm in these sheets.
Baby.
Okay? And if I'm telling you to your face, that's a problem for me. and I don't like it. I need your black.
Look at Kimmy.
I'm going to need you.
Look at Kimmy.
To respectfully say to me, okay, if I'm out on the board, listen, this may sound weird, and it is what it is. The only way let me just say it, because I'm a gay Marcel. The only way I'm going to allow you to hang out 4 a.m. is if it's your birthday and I flew out, you and your friends, to Cabo, and you're hanging out at, the strip in Mexico.
Bitch, if it's your birthday, I'm with you. So why the fuck is you still out? That didn't make no sense, Carlos. The only reason I'm gonna let you stay out is if your birthday. No, if it's your birthday, obviously I'm gonna be there helping you celebrate. Now, nobody can say Maurice can't go out and have a night of fun with the fellas, but respectfully come home at a certain hour, knowing that your wife is home waiting for you. Knowing she's going to be worried about you from the time you walk out the door, because anything could happen from the time you crank up and leave until the time you return. So respectfully, why are you keeping her up and worried till 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, knowing she can't really sleep good till you get home? You don't give a fuck about her feelings because you keep doing it. And she just sat here and said that she don't like it. So the fact that you keep doing it, that says you don't care about her feelings. You don't care that she's staying up most of the night. You know that she's sick. She got to get her rest because she's still dealing with the remnants of cancer. So you don't care because you're more so focused on your peen mouths. You focus on your dick mouths. You ain't caring about her. Kimmy, your libido broke. He don't want to be home. Ain't nothing to see there. I'm sorry, y'all. Ain't nothing to see there. See, you said on TV you commit to giving it to him at least once a week. That ain't enough for him. He's an sex addict. Addicts need it more than 1 time a day. When you heard a crackhead say, long as I can get that hit 1 time a week, bitch, no. They trying to get that hit several times a day. Yeah, that's how that shit work. Addicts ain't trying to just get it once a day. They want it a lot of times a day. A whole bunch of times. You married an addict, baby, and you can't keep up, and you know that. You know where Maurice be. Your heart dropped when you pulled up the credit warning he won't there, when he told you that's where he was going to be. Your heart already told you where the nigga was. That's why you took your ass home, because you accepted the fact that once again, my husband is outdoing someone else. Now, you ain't going to admit it in this interview because you don't want to look stupid. You don't want all them daggers coming at you for being a stupid beard that you are, Kimmy. You a beard. And Maurice knows that. You had to buy a dog for emotional support when you was married to a fucking dog. You already had a dog. What you buying more pedigree for?
C-cup. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Baby, have fun, do your thing. And when you come back home, call me. We're going to have drunk sex on the FaceTime, right? If we are living in the United States of America and we live in the same house and you still want to do those shenanigans.
They said where the dog at. The dog ain't there no more. So she got rid of the dog and kept the other dog. The dog that she's supposed to get rid of. You could have kept the dog, the real Roof, and got rid of Maurice's ass. What you keep him for and got rid of the dog? The dog was giving you the support you need. Maurice don't give you no support. No financial support, emotional support, none of that damn support. Damn.
And no.
Then you need to get up out the bed and put some of them clothes on you got in that closet and bring your ass down to the bar with me. And let's go have some drinks and dance and enjoy ourselves together. And then we go home together.
That's again. I was just
come on, let's go. Yeah.
Right now, that's crazy right here. It's so listening to it because now for the last year, everywhere when we go out together. We home at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning now. I mean, I love it. And we come home
that night. It was actually Jalen's birthday.
How are you spending your holidays? Stuck standing in line? You could have paid less at Aldi and saved precious time.
And Jalen was having a birthday party. And to be fair, we didn't really think we were going to Jalen's birthday party because we didn't think we were that age group. But then Jalen called and Jalen was like, so y'all coming? Are y'all coming? And we're like, oh, okay. So Maurice was at work. I'm the one who called him and said, you really need to come. It's Jalen's party. You know what I'm saying? We were all there together, like all of us. It was Ken, Trisha, Kat, Marcel, Tisha, everybody. We were all at the birthday party together, and we all left together. And then him, Marcel, JB, some of their friends got to talking, and they were like, well, let's do, catch up and do some other stuff. And I was like, okay. I went home. Like, I literally went home. But what I wanted to say is that I agree with both of you. I agree with both of you. Part of what I'm saying is that I met him there. We were both hanging out. I hung out with my friends and he hung out with his friends. I just kind of transitioned to the whole, I ain't got to be out all night. And to be fair, he just hasn't. And granted, he doesn't hang out near as much as he used to because it's a problem. And we've had multiple conversations about it, like multiple. I don't care for it, and I don't act like I care for it. I don't pretend to care for it. Nobody who knows me thinks I care for it. And so I agree with both of you. I I would not like for this to be our conversation.
Right.
I simply would not. I think there's a turning point in life. And at that age, my 20-year-old self hanging out, yeah, we're cool, but not right now.
Yeah. And I want to get into, so there was a scene that happened. Thank you, Kimmy, for your honesty and transparency. Thank you so much. There was a scene that happened on Bell Collective where JJ and his wife, So Gucci / Sophia / Shantae had a conversation because they're experiencing the woes of a blended family.
Let's skip towards Kimmy talking about her baby daddy situation with Jalen. I want y'all to hear this shit. Because if this ain't parallel in terms of what Mel went through and the way Carlos sat there and bigged up Kimmy and gave her sympathy, that shit made me mad. All right, let me back it up a little bit.
Because Kimmy, the thing is this, you obviously are a part of a blended family, and courtesy of the legacy of our show, which we were able to see you navigate through that issue with Maurice's ex-wife, and your stepson, your bonus son, Maurice Jr. And baby, we saw Kimberly Grace Scott really deal with it. So when you saw that scene between JJ and Selena, could you relate to it, or did you feel like, this may not be the right approach?
So here's the thing. I didn't think it was the right approach. And, Maurice has never been like the person that didn't want us to get along. There have been conversations where I felt like he could have done things earlier in our relationship to help facilitate that. But he's never been one to, verbally say like, I don't need y'all to get along. I don't need y'all in the same room. I don't see how you can co-parent well without being able to get along. Like, I simply don't see how that happens without you being able to get along. All of us participate in raising the kids. So yeah, I understood a little bit of it just for the argument's sake. Don't nobody want to be fussing and arguing every time you're in the same room. So like this much understood when he was saying, I want my piece and I need you to have your piece, because they got into it the last time. You know what I'm saying? Then she comes home, she's mad, she's telling him about what happened. And so I can understand that much with him saying, I'm just trying to keep the peace. My priority is the peace rather than the relationship. But I don't think you can raise kids and be a successful unit without at some point those people coexisting.
Do you and Jalen's dad get along?
Listen to this.
Yeah, we do.
Wait, what was that? Wait, do y'all get along? Do y'all? Okay,
that looked like Trish. That looked like Trish when Trish told her she was married, but I'm not.
Like what? Right. Your mouth saying one thing, but your body language saying something else.
Does Jalen? What was the last time you and Jalen's dad had a conversation?
We probably had a conversation right when he was getting out of school. I got in college, so that's maybe 3-4 years ago. Like at this point, he's grown. So we really don't interact that much. Like that's just the nature of it. During his adolescent years, when we had to, in order to raise him, we absolutely did. But when I tell y'all I can hold a fucking grudge, I just can't.
We know.
I just can't.
Look how you treat Mel.
Panera's new ciabatta dippers, a duo built for dipping. Here for a limited
Oh, you
time.
can hold a grudge, child. Look how you treat
This one is for the girlies that want to smell luxurious, but on a budget. Now, if you've never heard of Ocha, let me put you on.
All right, we back. Sorry for the ad.
And I'm just being, that's why I don't like getting into it with people, because they be over it and I be still mad.
Same.
When
I wish I could hold a grudge.
It's the truth. And my baby daddy took me to court. Like, I had to pay money as a single parent to have full custody of my child. And so I've been very salty about that for a long time. So I didn't make a lot of effort to be warm fuzzies. Like, I'm broke raising this kid that you don't help me with. And then you take me to court and I got to pay for an attorney on top of you not helping me, just for the judge to say, bruh, let that baby go with that woman and go home. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pay money for a judge to tell you that. And so I was salty. I was salty for a really, really long time. I just was.
Do you think he did that allegedly because he was still in love with you and he wanted you back? And that was
not at all.
No.
Not at all. No.
He just wanted to see you hurt, allegedly.
Yes, I think it was the hurt factor. And quite frankly, he had a friend who was an attorney. So he didn't have to pay on his side. I only had to pay on my side.
Oh, wow.
But it was a hurt factor. He wasn't still in love. And because even our situation wasn't that. We didn't date 15 years and it was the love of my life and I missed him. We went to high school together and it was one of those things. We went to our 10-year reunion. So it wasn't one of those. He wasn't deeply in love with me to where he was just trying to be petty. It was just getting it where it hurts. It was sticking it where it hurts. He knew I was struggling. So no, it was sticking it where it hurts. So yeah, I've been salty. So I'm being honest. You want honesty?
Are you
right.
salty?
I like to believe I'm past it for the most part, but I mean, I didn't get a lot of help with college. And we said we were going to split college 50-50. And so it's like, soon as you try to get over the one thing, something else comes. You know what I'm saying? And so it was hard. Like, it was just hard. And we went to high school. We had a lot of mutual friends, you know? And I think even at some point, me and Melody had this conversation. Like, I didn't always want to be around him either. I would tell my best friend, had one friend that I would tell, you can't invite him over. Like, that's just, no, we can't. Had one friend, one best friend. And that's the only person. Like, we have a lot of mutual friends. So it wasn't everybody, but one friend I would tell, like, yeah, you can't. He took me through it. Like, he took me financially. He took me through it.
Martell doing the same thing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, okay.
We ain't got to breeze over that. Carlos, you just told Kimmy that in a very parallel situation that she went through with her baby daddy, with Jalen's daddy, that he took her to court and was trying to take custody. All of the things that Martell is now doing to Mel, you sit there and say, whoa, I'm sorry to hear that, Kimmy. But how many times did you say that to Mel? Mel sat on your podcast and cried and told you to get rid of Martell because of what he was doing. This nigga was already found guilty of harassing communications and trying to put out revenge P on Melody Cherie. The court documents were already out where Martell was already abusing the children and doing all the egregious things that he was doing. He could not see his kids for 56 days. You knew all of this, Carlos. But what did you do? You took Martell on a tour in order to help repair his reputation, in order to keep him on your show. But you sit here and you sympathize with Kimmy, but then you skipped over Melody and her feelings on your podcast when she poured out her heart to tell you the things that was going on with Martell, and you knew about the child custody situation, that this nigga kept taking her to court, trying to take her kids, trying to make her pay child support when he wasn't even paying child support. But you sympathize with Kimmy, and she just explained to you the exact same thing that Melody Cherie is now going through with Martell. So why are you having sympathy for Kimmy, but you don't have none for Mel? This shit is going on in real time with Melody and Martell. This shit went on. How old is Jalen? 25, 26 years old. Do y'all see the similarities? Carlos picks and chooses who he wants to have sympathy for. Now it all makes sense that you don't see it for Mel. You're jealous of Melody. You're jealous that she has superseded who you thought she was going to be. You thought she was going to stay under your thumb like the rest of your castmates because she doesn't need you anymore. So you don't have sympathy for her and what she's going through, even though you know Martell is taking her through hell, just like Kimmy just sat and explained to you she went through with Jalen's father. But you sit there and say, whoa, that's bad. I'm sorry that happened to you. Are you? That shit, that pissed me off right there, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay. Yes. So going back to Huntsville real quick, I want to talk about this scene. So obviously we addressed the fact that Maurice got a DUI. And in this past Saturday's episode, you kind of saw everyone's reaction to that. You saw Melody talk to Shanita. You saw the guys talk about it. What were your thoughts on the conversations about people's opinions about Maurice having a DUI? Is there anything that you saw that you didn't like or you felt was not okay?
For the most part, I saw what I expected to see. To be honest, Maurice and I, just simply had more facts than everybody else. And so to watch other people make their judgments without the facts, it was pretty much what I expected. I don't think I got any surprises from people's reaction. And for the record, he was arrested for a DUI. He didn't get it. He was arrested for it.
Did you?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Letitia Pierce. This is your brunch, honey. Go ahead, host.
No, I was just going to say, you said, so he, child, they say ain't got no job. I like it like that. But from since 2011, I'm a bail bondsman. Like that's that's what So he got arrested, but he was released. He wasn't charged. I know you just said like he got it basically dismissed.
No, he was charged, but he denied it. They had to go through due process. No, he was absolutely arrested. He was absolutely arrested, and he was absolutely charged. All of that's public knowledge. That's fact. That's fact. It was an arrest.
Okay, but someone else said it was something else. I was like, oh, wait, he must have gotten it dismissed. Got you. Yeah. And I can understand. I can relate to you with that call. Like sometimes I have to call parents. I have to call wives, especially with DUIs. And, it's not a good, anytime you get that, hey, you got to, collect call from John, come get me, I'm in the jail. You know what I mean? So it's not a great feeling, So I can see like watching that episode and you like, oh my God, what is going on? And the fear, like, where is he? Is he in a hospital? If he's here, if he's there? I mean, I deal with, family.
We've been together a long time and I've never got that phone call like ever.
So that was his first DUI. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Dustin, what do you think about that whole conversation?
Shout out to Maurice and Kimmy for being, vulnerable and transparent and having it on camera. Shit happens. And I don't think that's anything that Maurice intended to do.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that's actually made.
We working hard over here today.
I don't think he went out with the intention of having a wild night and, and just like Kimmy just said, he didn't get a DUI. He was charged. He was arrested for that. There's details here that are very significant that we just simply don't have because it's none of our damn business. And so what we've seen, we saw them.
It's my business because
yeah, but follow me though, because them details, right, that are not our business. Kimmy and them said it happened. They talked about it on camera. They doing what they have to do with that. I think the salacious element that's being thrown and attached to this is frustrating. I know it's got to be frustrating for you because it's something they're dealing with, man. And I don't think it's indicative of things being, irretrievably broken in their marriage. It's just a circumstance that they're managing, That's what I think. I'd much rather talk about that conversation on the bench between Destiny and Martell.
Come on.
That was another ridiculous moment. That whole conversation.
I don't like Dustin, but what he said right here, guys, made me have this much, and you can't even see no space between it. Respect. because he spoke facts about Martell and Destiny. Listen to this shit. Oh my God.
Was a fool. First of all, what are y'all? Destiny told the story completely contrary to what we saw on the screen that happened on the trip. Second of all, Martell and Destiny are sitting there making this whole entire conversation about Melody. Destiny, like you weren't just crying. This is the problem that some of the people have with Destiny on the show and what we see versus what she says, right? Destiny wants to be friends with Melody. She's not really friends with Tisha. That's why she sat there and let Martell call Marceau all kind of cheaters and didn't say nothing, just made a face as if she was shocked. That's petty. That's trivializing something that's a very serious accusation. And she let that happen. She only linked up with Letitia to be friends because she fell out with Melody and she was too proud to fix it. And she desires that friendship. We saw her looking over her shoulder, moist-eyed, telling Melody that she loved her. We saw that. We saw that. We saw it, and that's what she wants. She wants to be friends with Melody, but she's too proud to fix it. And Melody's at a place in her life where she's not interested in revisiting past connections. It's simple, but just say that as opposed to sitting on a bench, a park bench, saying, "Hey, yeah, she big," and then imitating the sound of Melody's voice. All of that was just, I don't know what they thought that scene was going to accomplish, but it made both of them look less than honest and less than trustworthy and less than mature as well. So that's
Carlos. Can you please put that pillow down with all those bussy them bussy spots on the pillow? Did y'all see that? What's all them spots on that pillow? What you been doing with that pillow over there? And Kimmy, your face is cracked, okay? Kimmy's face is, look at Kimmy's face. I had to pause it. Thank you, Dustin, for speaking facts. Thank you, Dustin, for calling Destiny's ass out. I've been saying the same thing. Thank you, Dustin. I don't even see it for Dustin like that, but thank you, Dustin.
That's the scene I want to talk
about.
Listen, come on over to Bell Collective because you said some stuff there. You started
Kimmy Letitia is what do you think about what Dustin just said? I'm going to caress my loving marriage Huntsville pillow.
I got one of those.
I know. Thank you, Own. I love you so much. Go ahead, Kimmy and Letitia.
I think that I think Dustin has a point, and sometimes it's hard to hear.
Oh, her eyes were moist too.
When she said, "I'm sorry, I love you," yeah. We thought they had a turning point in St. Thomas. Like by the time we got back, things were very different. Than the energy, Destiny had by the time we got back was different than what we thought we saw while we were there. And we've said to Destiny that we felt like she liked that relationship. And it's hard to hear. It's simply what I think. And I could be 7,000% wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. But that's the energy that we get when we're in that environment. That's the energy I feel like I see when things look like they can get back on track. When it looks like it can get back on track, it appears that that she would like for things to get fixed.
You can see it. Definitely, you can see it. I mean,
stop it there because I don't really care what's said after that. The points that I wanted y'all to hear, we've heard. Dustin, let me go ahead and give you this right here, okay? I'll never be saying it for and agreeing with Dustin, but Dustin, you said what needed to be said. Carlos, your face was cracked. Kimmy, your face is still fucking cracked. I am glad that they held Kimmy to the fire in this interview. Because Kimmy, you never speak about your life and what you went through with Jalen's father. People have been trying to pull it out of you, and finally you speak about it. And only for us to hear that you had similar parallel situations of Melody Cherie, but then you judged Melody and asked her, one, why you changed her name from Holt? Why you gave Mel all these questions like the decisions that she made for her life was so egregious and wrong when you already knew why she did that shit. Why? Because you went through it with Jalen's dad. Ain't that something? Look at how the Lord worked. Why this ain't on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Carlos? Why you ain't make Kimmy talk about this shit on the show? Because you know why? Kimmy, you could have been Mel's support system. But you allowed your jealousy for Melody Cherie to stand in your way. You're the oldest, one of the oldest ones on this show, aside from Neil. See, y'all are the old hoes on this show. You could have been a support system and shoulder to lean on like Melody was when you were going through cancer. Melody brought you food. Melody called you to check on you. Melody threw you a party. Melody was 100% 10 toes down for you when you were sick. But when she went through what she went through with Martell and still going through, you chose to cut her off and be a mean girl and talk shit about her and question her decisions that she made that she thought was best for her and her children at the time, when you could have talked her through and walked her through what to do, how to do, when to do, what to do, because you went through it with Jalen's dad. He dragged you through the mud. He dragged you in and out of court. Martell did the same thing to Mel. And what did you say on national television, Kimmy? Martell is a good dude. Is Jalen's dad a good dude for what he did to you? Because, bitch, he did the same fucking thing Martell did. Aside from having a child on you with another woman. You sat there and said you couldn't even call Ariane a side chick when you were a fucking side chick. You know what a side chick is. You lived it. You were it. You are it. Because your husband got other women. Go ask Shan, the woman that he lays with. Yeah. He got a side chick and a wife on the side. You having wifely conversations with side bitches. You don't know where your man is. He tell you he at work, but he ain't bringing home no paycheck. You looking for him at work, but he in the streets. So you take your dizzy ass home and go to bed because you know where he is. You dare not show up to the Red Roof Inn and knock on the door. You better not. That's why you go home. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you looking older and stressed out in the face. That's why the last time we saw your ass at one of Melody's events and the people said, damn, Kimmy looks so frail and emaciated. Bitch, you can't eat when you stressed. When you ain't getting sleep at night, it shows in your face, under your eyes. Ask Martell, he had to get surgery on his eyes because he had so many fucking bags. He had more bags than CVS under his fucking eyes. He had more bags under his eyes than black people have in their cabinet when they go to Walmart. Y'all know they keep them hoes. Black people, why do we keep so many Walmart bags when we go shopping? That's how many bags Martell keep on his eyes. We keep them because they're trash bags for our little trash cans. And to put shit in it. But let's get back to the topic at hand. We about to get out of here. I ain't gonna hold you, child. I ain't gonna hold you because y'all been on for a long, long time. And thank y'all for being here. I appreciate the support. But Kimmy, let's get back on you, Kimmy. Kimmy, you chose to be a mean girl in a moment when you could have poured into someone else. Melody is younger than you. She's never been through this before. She's been with Martell longer than you've been with Maurice. But you chose to withdraw your support because of your hatred and your hidden jealousy for her. Look at how you look at Melody when she walks in the room. You look at her up and down like you have this disdain and jealousy for her, and you can't hide it. And the camera keep catching it, and I keep clocking it because you are a mean girl. You are. And the Lord keep doing this to you through Maurice, and that shit stinging you. And you sitting in interviews with your face cracked in embarrassment because you're getting the hard questions that you won't talk about on national television. You getting it in this interview. I learned a lot about you in this interview, Kimmy. Oh, yeah, the Lord doing this to you, baby. He doing this to you. Look at how you did Kiowa. Your karma is kicking you in your ass, baby. Kimmy is so frail. Kimmy is barely 100 pounds, y'all. The last time that Melody had her, what was it? Melodies of Mimosas? When the cast came there, y'all remember when Marquez was there, Trish and Kim was there, Maurice showed up. Maurice was there. Kimmy was also there with Maurice. Marceau was there. Tisha was out of town during that time. I remember verbatim. Kimmy and other content creators that were there and pictures that I saw, Kimmy looked frail, like she ain't ate in 7 days and 7 nights, y'all. I swear to God. I said, Kimmy, somebody throw her a sandwich or something. Shit. Kimmy is so small, and a lot of that has to do with stress. Maurice ain't working. She's paying all the fucking bills. He's staying out all night. The little bit of money he is getting from the only Love and Marriage Huntsville check, which is the only finances that he's got coming in from what we hear, he's spending that on bitches and partying. So Kimmy is left with one. You had to go down there and pay his bail, $1,500, for him to get out for that DUI, which took away money from the household. Then you're having to pay the mortgage and everything else in between. You're scared to leave because you don't put his name on all your shit, and you know he gonna be vindictive like Martell because they hang together, they talk about shit. So he has the same mentality because he came into it with nothing. You knew he had nothing because you got him off of a couch. You didn't allow him to get his shit together. He said when he met you, his fucking credit score was low, but then he running around telling people he fixing credit when he could not fix his own. He's telling you he got to go to a hotel to study for a test to be a lawyer when he could have stayed at home. There are no small children running around. I said it before. So what was the point of him taking money and spending it outside of the home when he was not working? So you paid for him to stay for weeks at a time at a hotel when he could have kept that money in the household, knowing that you guys are under financial strain because there's only one income coming into the home. So you allow him to play you and use you, and you're paying for him to have a lifestyle and to look a certain type of way by riding around in a rented Lambo when that's not really his car, because he wants to appear to be someone that he's not. He's telling everybody he's an attorney, and it took a lawsuit to find out that he ain't tried one case. But you keep saying in interviews, you keep saying on TV that he's out working when you went to his job and he wasn't there. What's really going on, Kimmy? What's going on in the Scott household, Kimmy? Your face right here where I just paused you and I wanted everybody to see your face like this. You're hurting inside. You are fighting demons inside. What you thought you was getting with Maurice because you thought you took him from another woman and you acted like Ariane and you had that mentality of I took your nigga with his eyes closed, only for you to wake up and find out that you ain't have shit in Maurice. You ain't got shit in Maurice. You know you made a fucked up decision and you don't know how to get out. It's like you walking in a maze of horror. You guys know how it is when you're in a maze? Y'all know what I mean. Like this. You go this way like, shit, I went the wrong way. You go back over here. Damn. You go back over this way. Shit. You got to go back this way. Damn. You can't find your way out of this bullshit. And you're looking at Tisha and you're like, oh my God, she's doing the same thing I'm doing. It's like a mirror. These women have been programmed and trained to be in situations that are uncouth and not normal. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Stockholm syndrome is real, baby. Your men, Maurice and Marceau, have trained you guys to be in situations that you don't like. Then we're seeing pictures where you're lovey-dovey with other people, which says to me that there are some things that's going on in your marriage that you don't like and you don't want to do. But in order to keep things there and keep your man there, you're doing things that you don't want to do. That's way out of your element as a grown-ass woman. You said you don't like to stay out and party all night. You know your husband has an addiction. So you're helping feed that addiction so he don't leave you because you are male identified and you pride yourself on being a wife. But a real wife don't put up with no bullshit like that. Mine don't stay out to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. If he's going to a birthday party, he say, baby, we're going to a party. You want to go to a party? My homeboy having a party. What we wearing? Because we color coordinate when we go out. When we step out, we step out. Go look at my TikTok videos, bitch. We step out. We're one. Mine don't drive his car and I drive mine to the same fucking location. I'm just saying this shit just seems weird to me. When I'm ready to go, he's ready to go. When he's ready to go, I'm ready to go. If he drank more than I did, I'm the designated driver. See, that's how I know it's some shit off there. Because why the fuck you home after the party end and he ain't home until 12? or after, because his ass done got arrested and you know where the fuck he is and you driving around all over town. That's stress. But you sitting here looking like this. That's how I know. Carlos, you thought you were praising Kimmy by interviewing her, but you actually sat here and exposed the fuck out of her. You exposed the fuck out of her. And I don't know why you sitting there looking like that, because Dustin talking about Destiny, Kimmy, because you know why? Destiny don't fuck with you like that for real, for real. The only reason why she hang around Tisha is because Tisha giving her money. Tisha bailed her out of jail the first time her ass got locked up. So anybody that does something for Destiny is an instant friend. She gonna hold on to you because she gonna need your ass again. You can't give her no money because you supporting a household from a motherfucker who don't work, who also put his son off on you. Well, that's another dependent. That's another mouth to feed. Jalen done had a baby. You a grandma, so that's another child in your house. That's what she's talking about. I'm taking care of kids. She's a grandmother now because Jalen got a baby. So you have a lot of pressure and expectations for you now, Kimmy, that you didn't sign up for. See, you thought you was a shit sitting in Kiowa's face looking at her like, yeah, I took your husband. Because Kimmy wanted to work on her marriage with that sorry-ass nigga. But now she realized that she got rid of something that she was holding on to that was dead weight. Now you got dead weight. You can't hold yourself up because you damn near 100 pounds now running behind a nigga who ain't chasing you. You better catch it. I let mine chase me. That's how I knew he was the one. You better get into it, bitch. Chase me, and if you can catch me, you the one. Because I ain't letting off the gas. That's how I know if you the one. Women, let me talk to the women right quick. You don't chase no man. He chase you. And if he can catch you and catch up to you, he the one. That's some tea for your ass. See, Kimmy, you chased Maurice. You got in his DMs. Bitch, he's supposed to be in yours. You sending the pictures of the lingerie to get his attention versus asking him, bitch, what do you do for work? How do you earn money? What's your credit score? What they talking about down there at the clinic about you? You ain't asked the right questions because you wanted to be a wife so bad. And you prided yourself on being someone who could dress young and pull a young nigga. But what you didn't know what you were pulling was a broke nigga. That shit tight, but it's right. Somebody gonna be mad at me after this live, but I don't give this many fucks right here is what I give this morning. Because I'm gonna always speak the truth on my platform, and I'm gonna always encourage women, don't be getting tied up in no bullshit like this for no fucking man. You could have did bad by yourself. You were already a bad bitch without him. But you've now lowered yourself to be a prideful bitch who holds on to a nigga who ain't got shit. And he's making you an ain't shit individual right behind it. You had a car. You had your own vehicle. Your credit was straight. You had your self-pride, your dignity. You was raising your son by yourself. You had climbed up out of that bullshit from Jalen's dad and became this independent black woman who was focused on being a nurse and helping others. And now look at you. Now look at you. You are a mask of who you used to be as a woman. Now you're just an old bitter broad who hate other women who have the same thing that you used to have that you can't find anymore. And Melody Cherie has got that. And you know how I know? Because this is how you look at her when she come in the room. Wait till the reunion come on. And they announce Melody and she come out and she strutting her shit. Watch how Kimmy look at Melody. She gonna give a bitch a once over. She gonna give a bitch a once over. You used to be Melody, that ambitious, strong black woman. Maurice has taken your life from you damn near. He's taken your dignity, your pride, everything. So now you sit silently and suffer. And publicly you trying to fight, but you still drowning. Publicly, you trying to keep your shit together, but you still drowning because you got a ain't shit nigga. When you got a strong man who respects you and builds you up, we can see that strength in you, Kimmy. Like me. You see how strong I am? Can't shit pierce me. because I got a strong man behind me. He don't let nobody break me down, baby. He got my back, 10 toes down. Okay? Oh, yeah, you better believe that shit. I ain't got to say nothing to no man. Let him disrespect me. Mine got it. I ain't got to say shit. Women, I got you. Fuck around and find out. He'll check a bitch too, okay? That's how a man's supposed to be. Mine still opened the door, and I've been with him over decades, okay? He still opened the door for me. He still called me multiple times a day from work to check on me to see how my day is going. That's what a real man does. He still washed my back. All the things of the things. That shit don't change. But when you have expectations and you make rules and regulations and you have agreements and you pride yourself in what you're building. See, you ain't building shit with Maurice. He ain't building nothing. He just there. Maurice came in and took, immediately put his name on the house so he could feel wanted and validated. He ain't bring nothing. There's no building there. You just there. Just taking shit. That's what all the Scott boys do. And I said it, get mad, come on my channel and try me. I said it. Marceau, you did the same shit to Tisha. You came in and you took shit. You took ownership of what was her credit, her name. She's 80-something% owner of the businesses. Y'all come in and take. As men are supposed to be providers. You ain't providing shit but stress. And we can do without that shit. Kimmy, that's why you keep a pound of makeup on, so we can't really see the wrinkles that Maurice is putting on your face. That's why you dress young with your stomach out and all these little young outfits that you wear, because you're trying to get his attention, because that's what them bitches that you keep catching him with be wearing. Ooh-wee, that hurt, didn't it? That hurt. I'm going to say it again. That's why you conduct yourself and present yourself the way you do as an older, mature woman, Kimmy. Because who you want to present yourself as the older woman who likes to go home and be in bed by a certain time, your nigga ain't checking for that. Maurice want a party. Maurice want a woman who gonna make that ass clap. Maurice want a woman he can do this too right here. He trying to train you into doing it, but you like, I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. He like, all right, I'm going out with the fellas. I'm going to work. That's what he called cheating work. I'm going to work. The nigga ain't brought a check home since a check brought him home. A nigga ain't brought a check home since forever. Since he been with Kyle, probably. But he steady telling you work and you accept that, knowing where he is. And Carlos is steady making a fool out of y'all. Look where he live. You damn near about to sit on the wall. Look at him. Look at his house. Look at your house. You about to be sitting on that painting and look at him. Square feet upon square feet. And you balled up in the girl by. Let me get off this damn channel, y'all. Let me get off here. Love you guys down. Thank you guys all for being here. All right. Thank you, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Linda Gamble, Scorpion Miss. Thank you all. Thank you, Truth TV Podcast. Thank you, Purple Unicorn. Thank you, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Missy Hoes Atlanta, Boss Lady Green, Girlfriend Chronicles, Kim K, Love Seen Heard. Thank you all for being here. Those are content creators. Please follow them. Please, run the likes on their channels as well. All right. Please share the video. Please like the video. And please subscribe to this channel if you've not done so. Okay. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like the video. All right. Love you guys down. I'll be checking back in with you guys momentarily. All right. Because I have some other shit that I got to do. All right. Because YouTube is not my life. Love you guys down. See you guys later. Be blessed. Happy Tuesday to you all. And goodbye.